Gunship Thunder Punch is back. This second graphic novel in the series picks up where the adventure began in the first 80-page book. And if you missed book 1, don't worry. You can get on board with books 1 and 2 in this Indiegogo campaign. Martians kidnapped her son, and Nova Marcos has one chance to get him back. Her only hope lies with an outdated transforming gunship, a convict, and a gun-toting hillbilly. More mutants, more Martians, more ships, more sci-fi robot adventure. During this campaign, you can get exclusive extras like prints, trading cards, and original art. Time is limited, so get in now. But hang on, there's more. This book comes with an original synthwave album. Immerse yourself in the adventure with an original soundtrack inspired by Gunship Thunder Punch. Get your quarters ready to go.
That's an arcade reference.
And press start on Gunship Thunder Punch. That's right. And we just unlocked the How to Draw Robots the Shearer way at 15K. Now we're heading towards 20. What's up, Pete Mac? He says, nice. Oh, at our first, lads. Hey-oh, some big jerk as people start rolling in here. So yeah, we're if you have not seen Gunship Thunder Punch, go to gunshipthunderpunch.com. We have got a synthwave album, and we unlocked the trading cards. We've unlocked the tutorial. Let's unlock the 5-page backup story by Alex Milne at 20K. So it's a bloody hard stream. I haven't sent some invites. We'll see if anybody is able to show up. Question for everybody in the chat: can you hear the music? Is that a thing? Are you able? Let me know. So what else we got going on here? We're gonna draw some stuff. I don't even know what it's been. Let me take this off here. It's been a busy kind of a busy morning getting going here. It's now the afternoon. It's Monday. So let's take this away and go to Clip Studio Paint. I go to no music. All right. So in order to do the music, I know what I need to do. I'm going. I don't know. I'm going to leave it off for right now. What do you guys think? You want music or not? I can hear it, but it's a pain. It's such a pain. I can't have music and guests. I know that. Brian Salty Shearer. Salty Shearer is hilarious. Twitter's against us. Bloody Twittish. Link. I'm drawing garbage at the moment. Good afternoon. All right. So, all right. Have I drawn anything today? I have not drawn anything. I've been doing, getting quotes for certain things for the campaign and sending out updates and uploading another video. It's just stuff. That's what's been going on. If I don't put any music in the stream if I want to chop it up and do something else later with the video, I can add music later. Let's just start with drawing a face. Apparently this is going to be a lady. There were some thicker eyelids there. Yeah, my Twitter rant that I uploaded this morning, I cut from the live stream last week. I did that basic face setup. It's true. Give her some lips. Following this little bottom lip there. So I sent a link to Siege and to Elliot and
Siege has something she has to do with her family. So she's not sure she can make it. And Elliot, I haven't talked to. I just sent a link. Cold call. Hello, brooding Viking. So hairstyles. Hairstyles. There's always a doing a hairstyle from memory is always well dangerous. So let's look up women's hairstyles. Women's hairstyles. uh, Cold call. Did you try to sell them solar panels or a Hawaiian cruise? Solar panels. So yeah, I hadn't talked to him about about doing a live stream today, but oh, I don't know. Let's see. One of these hairstyles are really cutting the mustard for me. Some of them are bizarre. Some of them are very look like what was that? Oh wait, there's a spam call. I think. Hmm. I don't know. We're just gonna pick one. I'm not even drawing the exact same thing. I just need a I need a guide. I need something to say, hey, here's a type of thing hair does. So I pass. Um yeah, that's so strange that if two people follow each other, you would think they could see each other's updates. I don't know. I don't know. Cold Call sounds like it would be some CBS police show where the main character uses their skills as a telemarketer to solve crimes. I would watch that show. Is there a decent site you know of that has figure references with light and shadow? I don't know of any off the top of my head, um, other than just searching for figure reference, light and shadow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Back in the day, I used to use DeviantArt for that sort of thing, but I haven't been on DeviantArt in a long time. They used to have some decent figure references, but I don't know. They've changed. I visited there not too long ago just to see what was going on, and they've changed their site a little bit. But I don't know. Does anybody ever use that anymore? So for the hair, I'm just thinking, looking at this picture and translating it into chunks. So I will show you. Hold on. Let me copy this image. Let me paste. I want to take over this whole thing. Hold on. No, it's not. It's not. Okay. I got this image here. So I'm looking at, let's break this down into shapes. I'm looking at this big shape here. It kind of goes around. This see, it loops around. And then this is a shape. And this. So I've kind of broken it down into that a bit. And then there's a come around the ear. See how that looks. So that's kind of what I'm doing here a little bit. Just kind of, oops, go back to that. Just kind of back to that. Translating it into big groups. Not worried about individual strands. Problem with a lot of figure reference, especially on DeviantArt, is that a lot of the models are decked out in a lot of cosplay and it makes it less useful as a figure reference. That's true. I had a big repository back from when I was in the studio, physical studio with the guys, and I don't remember where I got them. I may have just collected them from DeviantArt over the years, and maybe there's just more stuff 10 years ago. I had a bunch of figure references, and I bought books, like some of those Japanese books that have lots of figures. But I did not do the face from this picture, by the way. But they'll let you. Good afternoon, Amos. There's lots of books from Japan that have just straight up photos at different angles of different fights and different people and things, but it's hard to. You have to know what website to go to, or you can get them. That's things, the type of thing I'd pick up in San Diego, because you'd find that booth with a lot of those types of books. All right, so there's her hair. She can go away. That can go away. Yes, they are. The Japanese books do tend to get a little pricey. That's true. Let's flip this, and we're going to see immediately how crappy the symmetry looks. We're on a draw line then. Okay. Let's do something else. Make her look more interesting. Add something to this. So we could add some glasses, maybe. I don't know. Let's do a different layer. Oh, I was on a different layer. That's right. Like and share, and don't forget to sip and save. Nose is running. Allergies are doing their thing. I need a good name for the art streams. Sip and save sounds like a gas station. We talked about in the Discord. Leave the top of these glasses just empty. Like, no, I'm not finishing the part up here. And I should share out. I don't know, I would share out the link, but you all do that. You all bring people in here. Hello, all. Brides, ladies, look so refreshingly ladylike. As opposed to the non refreshing. See that just having that little mental kind of push or reference that just kind of says, "Hey, hair does this type of thing." And breaking it down helps. I'm not trying to draw that exact picture. So let's do another one. Her eyes a little. That's what's bothering me. I'm looking up here. Sometimes it helps to look at a different monitor. Oh, also helps to be on the right layer. Let's move this right about there. Yeah, there we go. As opposed to current modern comics. Whatever do you mean? Hey, there's my dog. There's my dog barking at things outside. What he's supposed to do. That is what he's supposed to do. Let's go over here and draw something else. Let's draw a lady next to the lady. All right. There must be a bird or something outside because I can hear him scratching at the door, like standing up on the door, doing the whole thing. Jim is drawing a dude getting eaten by alligators. That is good times. BLS, basic lady setup. Get this part of her. What is this part of the nose called right there? Oh, on here. Follows the form of the face. So I think I've decided I'm going to be pretty much giving up on Facebook for anything meaningful as far as like uh, promotion or any of that sort of thing for art. I just don't see the point of it at all. If it does not going to work, if I pay money and say, "Hey, share this with my people," and it just doesn't go anywhere, doesn't get any traction, what am I doing over there? In fact, I'm going to start posting less just on my personal one too. There's some people that I still interact with, and some family, and you know, but some people only message me through there that I know in real life. But as far as just doing anything business wise, it's just not worth it at all. Art stream name number one, back to basics with Brian. Alliteration plosives. Hello, Keith Perkins. Hello, Edwin. Edwin is Facebook free. Facebook's a scam. Facebook is a scam. Facebook was a way to now looking back, we know their business model for businesses. Business model. It's hey, come on and get all your people on here. Oh yeah, look, they all see you. Oh yeah. Hey, you want to see anything else? Yeah, we know you've been using this for a while now. Yeah, but you pay some money. Be ashamed if something happened to that audience you built up. What? Oop, just lost them. Wait a minute. Okay, here's the money. Uh, not good enough. Facebook is for the birds. When I saw Daily Mail had gone through my Facebook, what do you elaborate on that, Edwin? What happened? Daily Mail had gone through your Facebook? How so? Please explain. Like, gone through your account, like your private account, like hacking wise, or meanwhile, I don't know what's going on with this hair. I'm looking at a reference, but I think this should go this way. I'm talking more than laying out. Okay, there. Friends and family, Twitter, patrons. Should have got some water before I started the stream. Yeah, I've it's weird. I've talked about this that I've gotten just enough traction as a whole on these things, although the traction has slipping like on Facebook, like I said, but that it has worked a little bit, and people have, I don't know, it's working less. How about that? I've gotten in the past people onto my mailing list. I'm focusing more on my mailing list and people that have backed campaigns before, but it's so like it's just working less. Things change. You all know. I'm just kind of focusing on you all and the people I have and building that up and all that. Made a controversial statement when I was running for communications for the Hawaii Republican Party. The Daily Mail and others went and sifted through my Facebook. Oh, of course they did. Of course they did. Who was the? I just heard this on the radio as I was taking my son to school. Apparently, there's a a football player or something, but they went back to a picture that they're not necessarily sure is even verified that's him, but when he was 14. The what? 14? We're going back to stupid things people say when they're teenagers? Well, okay. Cam is here. Hello. Amos discovered me, by another artist retweeting me. Oh, cool. See that's good. The gender non-binary tweets will be everywhere. Also a distinct possibility. Look, I get Apple News Spotlight on my watch. Let's see what they want me to read. How can the U.S. get Americans more fully vaccinated? Today asked that I don't care. I don't care about that news story. Over here in the UK, we call that rag the Daily Fail. Connor Sketches 01. Welcome. I'm not so sold on. I like this hair less than the. Let's do another one. We're just drawing. We're just filling up a page, doing what we do. But remember to going back, Gunship Thunder Punch. We're at over 15,000. We're going to hit the 30-day mark on the campaign in 7 days. Can't believe it's been that long. Where did time go? Where does time go? We're already in, is it the 20th? It's the April 19th. It's going to be May soon. Everything's green. What is going on? AL never got the notification. Of course, because why wouldn't you? Social media in general was a mistake. Start some buzz by legally changing your name to a symbol. Call yourself the artist formerly known as Brian Shearer. I have to achieve a certain level before that means anything. You know, need to get angry about something that people care about. Make incendiary comments. Somehow. Gesture of Roanoke. What's up? There's a lot of positives too, but it conditions us to seek out conflict and make reactionary statements rather than sitting and giving things up. That's true. And I've said this before. I think part of the reason that that we've drifted even more rapidly in that direction is because it's not as simple as, hey, I'm on YouTube, I have 12,000 subs, these 12,000 people should get my notifications that I'm live. No, it doesn't work like that. However, if I get angry and incendiary about something, that will attract people. So that's where all the traffic bottlenecked over here flows into that. That's my thing. That's my analysis. Very excited to read book 1 of Gunship Thunder Punch. Heard great things about it. Let me know what you think. Post a little review somewhere. Wherever you post things on social media. And we're back to social media. Keith Perkins got the notification on your phone, but YouTube isn't doing email notifications anymore. Need to come up with an unpronounceable glyph. How about just glyph? Glyph. On Artist Night Instagram shared this person's free gallery of poses. Impressed by the amount of free minimal poses. Asking you shall receive. Make a symbol of a fist clutching a paintbrush. Hey, I'm not on social media. There's pros and cons. Some cons is that I missed all my cousin's birth announcement and can't support you. You have supported me though. You're doing people support in different ways. I gotta get some hair, some body. It's got to have some the effect of gravity. I'm not going to draw lips, except in the colors. Got a notification about your Twitter stinks video, but not this one. Yeah, well, yeah, you know. I get notifications when I go live. I get an email that says now, live on your channel. I'm like, well, I know that. Send that to everyone else. I agree, but the drama streams only go so far. They do. But again, it's kind of a quick fix, I guess. The problem. But I don't want to live there. I don't want to live having to go to that well all the time. That hurts your soul. It's not good for you. Glyph Claiborne on Cheers. No, he was on that knockoff show Beers. So I'll be glad when the pollen season is over. Hiroshi says, really digging these sketches today. Brashier. I'm going to every so often I have to stop and explain the Brashier. That was my old boss, Tony, from Iran, who always said my name, Brashier. Never Brian, never Shearer. I'm always like thinking about streams like this. Like I should be drawing something like, I mean, I do draw things for Thunder Punch or actually work on the book, but sometimes I just sit down and I just want to draw. And I think it's good because I can just talk about things as they come up in the program without a general direction. But what do y'all want? What do y'all think? Let me know. If you're watching this later, let me know in the comments. Try to do different practices drawing in each day to help me after school. Trying to create my own comic. Your work is really inspirational. Well, I'm glad it helps. That's why I'm here. Disney changed the color of R2D. Now buy my comic. Beers. Where everybody knows your name. Pollen hasn't started. Where are you? Pollen is everything has exploded. It's green. It's leafy. Things are growing here. Every time you cough, I do an involuntary sympathy cough. It's like yawning. Drama streams make me want to avoid people who need me to be angry for their benefit, says Edwin. And Jim gets notifications from everyone. Maine. Oh, yeah. Maine is, oh, that's way up there. This is not a Maine accent there, but it's up there at that latitude. Latitude or longitude? Latitude. God, I always get them mixed up. Just drawing something is good, especially the lighthouse. Pine pollen, that's it. Pine pollen is the worst. That's the only kind, in large doses, that's the only type of pollen that actually makes me feel like I can't breathe. But I said this last week. I know I'm repeating myself, but my in-laws farm, when they're plowing, you can see the pollen as the plow goes in the spring, which is why I don't go there in the spring. Because when we visit there, I'm just on the couch not being able to breathe. All right, so let's see. Let's do an expression on this one here a little more. More expressions. Okay, let's start with the eyes. Eyes. That lower eyelid kind of coming up a little bit. A smile, maybe. I took the weekend off from the internet, especially yesterday. Yesterday, I'd resolved myself to not check this little digital cigarette for your brain, and I didn't. I checked the weather, but I was not going to go on Facebook or Twitter or email. I sat out on the deck. We ran some errands after church, and I sat out there and I watched riff tracks, just chilling out on the back porch, back deck, and it was good. It was good for my soul. But today I found that I had to get back in the momentum of drawing, doing work. Monday sometimes can be that hard to get that in that mental space. Now you're gonna do a Cheers Brush Yours logo meme. Okay, keep the memes a coming over on the Discord. That my favorite one was the what Brian sees and what we see, because that's totally true. I think people need to understand the difference between entertainment and enlightenment sometimes. AL, my kids and hubby are all allergic to pollen. My hubby and daughter started allergy shots. I'm not quite there. If I lived out where my in-laws live, I would probably need shots. If user go to, I don't know what that, which the riff tracks. I watched Galaxy Invader, which was an older one. Tubi has a ton of them up. Galaxy Invader. I watched Samurai Cop last week, and then I started another one. I can't remember what the other one was, but Galaxy Invader was wonderfully horrible. I like Brian streams because he's down to earth and just draws, similar to Jason Brubaker. Or Super Argo riff track. Super Argo? What? Super Argo? Middle of a park filled with tears. Is Super Argo on Tubi? Draw streams are pleasant. Technique notes are probably useful when you can remember to pepper them in. Yep. I've gotten pretty good about kind of talking about what I'm doing. But problem is, ultimately, just things that YouTube doesn't share or does share. But whatever. You know, if every time I sat down to draw out, so let's say I went out and sat outside, and every time I sat down to draw, 200 to 300 people sat down to watch me and ask questions, you would think, oh wow, you would think that's pretty amazing, right? Because imagine a room full of 200 people. But when you go on YouTube and only 200 to 300 people watch your streams regularly, which is kind of where I'm at consistently, you're like, oh, what a failure. It's like, really? But is it really? I mean, 300 people are watching you every time. And in YouTube numbers, that's nothing. But in human terms, I don't know. I'm trying to put things in perspective. Tubi has more stuff that should be fodder for riff tracks than it has riff track episodes. But the thing I like about that is that if you have B movie friends where you just get together and you just to watch bad stuff, it's great. We watched Chris. You all may have forgotten my friend Chris, but Chris and his brother came over a few months ago and we watched I can't remember the name of it. It was horrible. Brian, time for the short one. You know what I mean? Promo vid. See, I'm just saying things. I don't even know what that. I'm just words are coming out. I'm not keeping track of them, but I'll remember when you do the meme. Can you sketch a head looking up? I've been trying to sketch a Conan style figure looking up. I could never see. Yeah, I'll do that next. I'll do that in just a second. Super Raw goes on Tubi. We have Pluto TV and some other such channel that came with the TV we bought. I like Pluto. Too many commercials on there though. Tubi's got the sweet spot with putting commercials in. Leonardo da Vinci says, "I love your artwork." That's a big compliment coming from Leonardo da Vinci. Get 2 or 3 people watching me draw on a good day. Hey, that's good. My wife is currently binge watching Columbo. Yeah, I started watching. I did watch Columbo yesterday too. Columbo is a great comfort show. The 70s era Columbo. My rule these days is that I only make YouTube I significantly enjoy making. That way, if I'm the only person who watches it, it's still worthwhile. Yeah, I've quit trying to chase the algorithm, and I've got some ideas for videos I want to do. I'm gonna do I have a little side project I'm gonna do here on the channel. Which here's my lunch. Did y'all enjoy? This was a taco stuff. Anyway, so I'm just gonna get I saved this for my 6-pack. I'm just gonna get little bits and pieces like this. I'm gonna put them in a box, and I'm gonna kind of document over the course of a month, dumping them into the box, and then I'm gonna kit bash like a ship or something, and see what out on the fly, if I can make a kit bashed ship or space station or something cool, maybe a robot or something, just out of it. That's what that is, because I want to, and nobody else may like it, and it's not really on brand with the drawing channel, except that it's art, I guess. One thing I may try to get somebody. I should really hire somebody really to I should really hire somebody, really, to kind of head up my tutorial channel, because I'm doing the tutorials here and I've got a backlog, but in order to experiment with the algorithm, I need to just have an upload, someone just to take them and upload them and kind of curate that, because I can't do everything. I can't do it. And if it starts making money, I could pay somebody to do that. Imagine if Christopher Columbus got the New World and said, just one more thing. Everyone try to watch. AL tries to watch Edwin's streams. Unfortunately, some are too long. Some are when she's busy. All right, let me finish this and I'll do a character looking up. I got to think about. We'll have a little braid coming down. This is how my wife was wearing her hair this weekend. Around there. Okay. So let's do looking up. Catch up, computer. Come on. All right. So looking up is a little tricky. Like the character Smug Smirk. And Rob Smith says, hello all. Hold on a second. Cough button. Christopher Columbus's real name was Christopher Colombo. His first name is Lieutenant. All right, so looking up is tricky. There's a couple different ways I think you can. You're probably trying to do this kind of thing here. Take that one away. Where the jawline comes up like that. So think of that. There's what your jaw looks like underneath, looking up. And when you look up, you see this muscle that's going to kind of stretch the front out a little bit. And then everything's going to move up. Like it's going to appear to kind of compress and move up the sphere. So the nose may be looking like this. The eyes will be up there. So the nose could cross the eye line. The eyebrows up near the top of the head. They're all still, that little T-zone is going to move up and compress a little bit. And the ears, let me chop off the sides of this circle a little bit. The ears will appear to kind of move down. I'm going to make this more of a lady to be consistent with the page. If she's got bangs, all you're going to see is kind of the top of her hair. She's got some frizzy hair. She's got like 70s feathered hair on a bad hair day. So this is kind of, depending on how extreme the thing is. I don't know if that helps. Hello, Nighthawk Warrior. Oh, she's going to have feathered hair. We're going all out. We're going to double down on this. But does that make sense? Kind of, sort of. And her collarbone will be right here and kind of really stretched her. Okay, but the upper lip would look bigger, most likely. And then you can do a little bit of shadow under here, maybe. That might even be a little too much jaw, but to accentuate the point. Let's move her lips down a little bit, maybe right there. And if you really just wanted to like kind of cheat it a bit, you could just make all this shadow. Use the sheet of paper method when I have difficulty getting the head angle right. The sheet of paper method, meaning I'm not familiar with that term. Explain. The adventure, what's up? Cool, thanks. Yeah, I think I have to pay attention to the moving face up more, but the ears down. I think I try to keep the proportions too similar. Yeah, it's if you get the proportions, if you're thinking, oh, but this is lines up with this, things compress, and like if you're looking down, for example, they do the same thing. So the nose could almost, like if it's an extreme angle, the nose and mouth could touch. The eyes, the how depending on how prominent the brow is, they could overhang the eye, so it's just more of a shadow. And then, of course, looking down, the ears appear to go up. So think everything visually, it's an illusion. They're not really compressing, but you can see it in pictures. This is apparently a dude. This dude is the only dude on the page. But so the top of his head, if he had a crew cut, there would be the top of his head. Or if he's wearing a fez. I could do a shadow under here, but my links don't work. They don't, huh? Do they not? Do they not? Let me check that. I don't understand. I don't understand why they're all right. You mean the link? I'm assuming you mean the links in the description. I don't know. I copied and pasted them from a previous video. Where do they go? Anywhere? Somebody else double check my links. If you can. All right, so Brian owns the links. Yes. Clearly. Think what else? What other angles? We got a little 3/4 view there. And there you think the eye can push behind the nose because the nose, remember, has this little topographical map. Or if I put a band-aid across her nose, it's going to go over. Huh. The links don't work. Let me double check what's going on there. Everything's a disaster. Everything. Okay. It's loading my page. Gunshipthunderpunch.com. I just clicked it and it worked. Every one of them works for me, but not for you. Huh. User ID you found is not. Okay, now that one's weird. Patreon's 404. Let's see. Patreon. Oh, it's, you know what? I know why. It's adding that little, if you look up on some of these, it's adding that percentage. It translated something in what I copied it from to like those weird symbols. You have to take that off at the end. Okay. Weird. Weird. All right. I'll have to fix that. Whatever. Patreon. Well, see, and for Lawrence, Patreon, PayPal, and eBay do work. For me, Patreon and eBay didn't work. Gunship. See, I don't know. Something weird got StreamYard translated something weird in the thing I copied it from. Yeah, Hulk smashes. They work for it. Just I don't know. I appreciate the adventure. Thank you for checking that. Well, anyway, Cam just posted the link in the chat, so Jim would have to show that. Yeah, I sometime I'm interested to know what that is. All right, so back to the drawing. I haven't saved this at all. Not one time. Save as. We're going to call this. All right, this is Sketches 2021. Ladies' faces and such. Oh. Okay. see what else can we do here. What else can we do? Let me tighten this up a little bit. Speaking of space robots, a helicopter flew on Mars today. I saw that. Indeed. Next drawing has to be a lynx wearing a tiny hat. Tiny hats. I've been drawing lots of tiny hats in my sketchbook. Tiny hats make everything better, don't they? Like this guy needs a tiny hat. With a strap. He's going to have a strap tied on there. Okay, so nice thing about having someone else on your stream is that you can go get a drink of water while they entertain. Let's draw another one. Let's do a side. We're looking in this way. Almost like so. Also, as things compress, it includes eyebrows. The circle of eye kind of more of an oval compresses. My shortcut for drawing. Oh, the magical post-it. I don't know where it is. It's floating around here. I think my son. Oh, here he is. My son asked, "Why do you have a picture of Elliot?" All right, Elliot is live. Look, he's live. Yeah. Okay, so this is my horrible. Hello, Gary Shipman. What's going on? Tressel will be happy. Wait, what did I? Wait, what did I? Oh, the tiny hat. Is that what we're talking about with Tressel? All right. So my shorthand for drawing especially a lady, smaller figures, is just I draw thick eyelashes. Just indicate a nose, and then just darker, thicker lines for the lip and the lower lip. I'll just leave a little shine there. Look, it's a lady that I barely had to draw. Let's give her some crazy hair. Let's give her Ronald McDonald hair. But even when you're doing Ronald McDonald hair, it has volume. You just ask Ronald every morning. So as the hair kind of curves back to hit the forehead, think of that. Think of the hair as an umbrella for the head. You can quote me on that. Brian's Elliot. Yeah. Hope copies of Elliot's Post-it will be included in the Gunship comic as a perk. I should. Basic Lady Basics. How's the shipping and the art book coming along? That my wife is tackling that. We just wrapped up the whole Kickstarter Thunder Punch thing. So it's next on the list. Behind where I wanted to be, but I am working on it. I'll give her some eyeballs. Everybody needs eyeballs. Unless you're Wolverine. Yeah, the links are funky. They're not really. Let me see if I can fix that in here. Yeah, they're not. So I just put the links in the description. It's just text. There's nothing extra in there that's showing up on the other stuff. So you know what to do. Save changes. Try it now. An error occurred. Save changes. An error occurred. Oh, whatever. I don't know. I'm picturing an Inspector Gadget style character with a tiny hat with an even more tiny umbrella coming out of it. I admire the talent. Every time I try to sketch a woman, I finish up and I'm like, yep, that's a dude. Too many hard angles, probably. Softer curves, not hard angles. Um, don't know. Sip and save. How about save, touch your coffee cup to associate one action with the other. Dude is a boxer who likes to wear tiny hats. See, I'm getting. I look up some hairstyles here. Hold on, because it's getting dull. It's getting boring. No, I don't want side of the head shaved. Short hair. So I got some long. We'll do. This is almost more of a power girl kind of thing. Excuse me. Something with an extreme widow's peak. Feel a tiny fez imminent. Maybe. 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 Maybe a tiny fez right there. How about that? There's a tiny fez. Everybody's going to get tiny hats. Okay. Hold on. Otherwise, it's just a boring page of random faces. What else we got? She's going to get a cowboy hat. All God's children got tiny hats. Artstream name idea number 2. You're going to like this one? Sheer skills. Tiny Hat Club. Thank you, Nighthawk. Putting that in Lady Brian just managed to make fezzes sexy. Don't find random female faces boring, says the adventure. Oops. I don't either, but you know, when we're in the business of the YouTubes, fella, you gotta keep things hopping. All right. She's gonna have a tiny top hat. Tiny hats make everything better. What about her? She's gonna get. She's too close to that other figure for a hat. Let's move her over here. And then she can have a just a sombrero or something. She'll be canceled later for cultural appropriation. How about that? Sheer skills, Brian's basics. Could always put in a tiny animal from the Muppets with a daydream balloon that says woman. I could. That's true. The possibilities are endless. This lady's upset or frightened. Apparently. She's going to have a beanie with the propeller on it. Shearer art lessons with Elliot Fernandez. Nothing makes any sense. So I was going to stream with Siege on Friday because she sent me a message saying I hadn't heard from you in a while. I'm like, I just kind of backed off for about a week. So I said, we'll go on Friday. But then Friday I was busy doing house stuff and making I built a fire pit out back and I just didn't get to it. So then I sent her a link to this show and she's like, well, now I'm busy. So, where's Elliot? I don't know. I hadn't talked to him. I sent him a link, emailed him the link. I called him, but Elliot is Elliot. Um, Elliot uses communications like like it's 1989. Sometimes you call and just nobody answers. I'm gonna fill this page up. Gary, thanks for stopping by. Elliot is enigmatic. He is busy. Excuse me. He is in the middle of a project and he's working on Doomkicker. He's been posting stuff on that. So he was finishing up another project for a client that was proving to be a hassle, I think, or more work than he thought. AL is doing laundry, but still listening. I'm running out of space, and now we have to make things smaller. We have to economize on the basic lady setup. Which means the hats are going to be even tinier. How long have we been going anyway? About an hour? Really? Wow. Excuse me again. Beard Michael Lindell's Lunch is my store. I saw something about that. Um, but I have not looked. I haven't looked at any in detailed articles or anything about that. Not a fan of sombreros. Hmm. Well, I gotta clear my throat. Hang on. I drew a sombrero. This is like those G.I. Joe and Cobra pics you did where you filled every inch with a character except of Joe's and Cobra's. It's tiny hat ladies. It is like that, isn't it? I like filling pages up just with stuff. With stuff. This lady's very happy. All right, what am I going to do here? What kind of hair will she have? She's going to have hair that just comes straight down. And what kind of hat will she have? That's the most important question. She will have a hat that's sideways. The girl on the right wearing the glasses reminds you of Jane Fonda in her glory days. Maybe. 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 All right. I don't think I'm going to color this one. I think I'm just going to leave it blue. What do y'all think? Just leave it like blue pencil. Let's see. Let's check in with Thunder Punch. Where is Thunder Punch now? Last week of 30-day campaign kind of picks up a little bit. We're at 15.8. So we've got 270 backers. The first book ended up with 877. And I'm thinking of ways of reaching that group other than just sending them messages. But, you know, everything's a hassle. All right. I'm gonna wrap this stream up soon because it's been an hour. You know what I'm saying? Can't spend all day on the live streams. Just trying to neaten this up a little bit, add a little extra something. Leave the blue. I agree. Can't stop. How else is Jeff going to avoid doing work? I know. Hyper Potato needs a coffee IV. Don't we all? Brian just changed the words to the Lego Movie. Everything is awesome. Song to Everything's a Hassle. It's true. Luke Hart, am I coming to Joe Fest this year? Of course I am. That's in June. I'm there. I am there, but I see as many ladies with tiny hats. You just hit me up. That's my phone telling me my watch telling me it's time to stand up. Lots of different head angles. Philip pages with different angles of heads and hands. I need to work on hands more, but that's a lifelong process. Then you can get into like different angles of lighting too. So for example, I knew that was going to happen. So like take this, I'll do a different layer. So take if you're doing digital, you can play with the layers, but say like the light's coming from the bottom. So the top of her nose would have a shadow. You'd have a shadow up here. Top of her cheeks. Top of her lips. And let's see, so you start to get into that kind of underlit. Let me tell you a scary story with a flashlight lighting. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. And then her eyelids, because her eyes are closed, so maybe just there, just as it hits the bottom eyelids, like a bottom of her eyelids, her lower lid. Yeah, there we go. And under there, and then her hair would be in shadow up there. Anyway, like the guy who looks like Wolverine wearing a tiny name. Which you talking about this guy? It's the only guy on there. Here, he's gonna be. If he's gonna be Wolverine, he's gonna be Wolverine. Bub. He's the best at what he does, and what he does is show tunes. All right, we're gonna combine those layers because that's solid. Give him more of a pointed hairline. Oops. There we go. Give him the sideburns. He's ashen all over the place. We'll give him the little shoulder. What are these things called? Shoulder gauntlets? I don't know. I don't know what this would be. It's like adolescent Wolverine. And the shadow of his cigar. There we go. There he is. Pauldrons? Is that what it's called? I've never known what they're called. That's great and hilarious at the same time. It's a hit. This man's a hit. Of course, he's got to have the hairy arms. Because Wolverine is the hairiest of the superheroes. Somehow he's hairier than Beast. Somehow we register him in our minds, in our hearts. Wolverine ain't Mixoplex. Yeah. Yeah. She needs to be some hair, some loose hairs here. She needs more balanced hair. Balance the hair. Look at her collar too. She'll scare you. That's right, Cam. Beast is furry. Wolverine is hairy. Really needs some part of paranormals. Maybe. Maybe he will. Just gonna. I can't stop drawing. I can't stop. I'm just in the mood to doodle. That's can sometimes be. I mean, it has value because you're practicing, but then you're also feeling like I should be doing actual work. My actual work for today was getting a quote for something. And I'm not going to tell you what it's for yet because I want to complete the thing, the experiment, and then I'll tell you what it is, what it was. Catherine, what's up? Brian Schroeder's are saying, I can't stop drawing. It's true. The girl in the bottom right corner has loads of personality. It's the sombrero. So I've kind of conditioned myself too around 4 o'clock, 3:30 or 4. That's the time if I'm working on something over here at the drawing table, like a commission or whatever, that I put on something like Riff Tracks and just draw and work without live streaming. And see, I've done that. I've been doing that for several months, and now I'm just kind of conditioned that around this time of day, I just feel like, oh, it's time to do this, which tells me that if I was smarter and more diligent, I would be training myself to cues to get certain things done during the time of the day. But I guess I kind of am. I mean, thank you, Catherine. Hope everything is going okay over there in Ingle Land. Positively Pavlovian. Indeed. It is indeed Pavlovian. Gotta associate a task with something pleasant. And unfortunately, sometimes we associate things with like just useless stuff. Like the mornings we get up and we check email immediately or Facebook. I've stopped doing that. I used to do that. Now I don't do that at all in the mornings. What inspired these designs? Nothing really. Just started drawing, honestly. Usually nap right about now. I nap around. If I nap at lunch, and I did nap today because my son woke me up last night. No, don't draw, Brian. Don't you know real YouTube artists don't draw? I know. I don't draw. What? I'm not a real YouTuber. I'm just a guy. I'm just a middle-aged guy on trying to hang out where the kids hang out, Just trying to find my place in this world. I'm just like in a rendering mode now. Why, you may ask? I don't know. We don't know. This pen is actually pretty good for building up value. They draw drama. This is going to end up in Art of Brian Shearer Volume 3. This is work. This is just future. Another year and a half or two. This will be a project too. So it's not really wasted time. I'm just gotta reuse your stuff. Got to plan ahead. Nothing is wasted. It's 9 p.m. in the land of fish and chips. I had so many fish and chips when I was over there. I like it when Catherine says, blimey. Blimey. How did it get so late? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 5 hours ahead. That's right. Yeah. I remember. Pablo, what's going on? Very expressive ladies. Nicely done. Thank you, Cam. I appreciate it. Oh, did I send off the PDF file for Art of Brian Shearer 2 yet? No, that's on my list of things to do today, actually. I need to do that. I need to do that as soon as I get off of here. I can't remember what shiny thing I got distracted by. All right. So don't eat don't eat fish with Brian. You'll get tired of fish before supper's over. That wasn't my fault. I did not tell the restaurant to give you that much fish. I didn't even have fish. Your channel is entertaining. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you hanging out. UFOs are shiny, except when they're invisible. All right, so that's it for right now. I'm going to call this tomorrow. Maybe I'll have a guest tomorrow. Who knows? But I don't know what's up with the links in the description. But go to gunshipthunderpunch.com up there and help push it towards 20K. It's in the last week of the 30-day campaign. So maybe if I was smart, I would go over here. I would click on it. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, 15,085. Unlocked the tutorial, the how to draw robots the Shearer way. Where are we here? There we go. Unlocked. This one is locked. And we'll see how it goes for, if you haven't not back, just be careful that you don't miss the add-ons at checkout because for some reason you're doing that. All right, everybody, be good. Gonna play the trailer on the way out. See you next time.
Gunship Thunder Punch is back. This second graphic novel in the series picks up where the adventure began in the first 80-page book. And if you missed book 1, don't worry. You can get on board with books 1 and 2 in this Indiegogo campaign. Martians kidnapped her son, and Nova Marcos has one chance to get him back. Her only hope lies with an outdated transforming gunship, a convict, and a gun-toting hillbilly. More mutants, more Martians, more ships, more sci-fi robot adventure. During this campaign, you can get exclusive extras like prints, trading cards, and original art. Time is limited, so get in now. But hang on, there's more. This book comes with an original synthwave album. Immerse yourself in the adventure with an original soundtrack inspired by Gunship Thunder Punch. Get your quarters ready to go.
That's an arcade reference.
And press start on Gunship Thunder Punch.